Welcome back, everybody. Stoner Jesus Show. On the old video chat, we have someone, and I don't want to be a mark or, a big kiss ass or anything, but maybe a little bit. If I dare say it, the greatest radio personality of all time, the best parody song creator and performer, and what many people may not know is Ned is also the greatest prank caller of all time. It's a lot of shit to do. Nedley Mandingo from the
I'm
Cluster
a
F Show
renaissance.
on Twitch. Ned, welcome to the show.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. I'm a Renaissance man. I pretty much can do anything. Idiot, savant, whatever you want to call me. I bring the sting, people.
That's right. Absolutely. And for those of you
Good
who
to
don't know
be here.
Ned, well, I don't know what the fuck you've been doing. You've lost your way somewhere, and you need to figure it out. Twitch.tv/Cluster F Show. Ned, every Saturday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. He's doing all kinds of shit. He's playing the hits. He's giving you life advice. What else can people expect on your
I
show, Ned?
mean, you can expect at least two brand new parody songs every goddamn week. Usually, I have an anal song of the week. I mean, I don't know why I fixate on that. It's just kind of a thing I like to write songs about, and you're just gonna have about four classic songs, about six unbelievable parody songs, world class caliber, every Saturday night at 9:30 on twitch.tv/Cluster F Show.
Hell yeah. What about the prank calls? Is that something you'll be able to bring back? Is that something the technology will allow, or legality and all that shit?
Yeah, I'm working on it. There's a lot of stuff going on. The studio that I use the prank calls for is not up to snuff. It's not this studio. This is my broadcast facility. Uh, so it's coming. A lot of things are coming. Just, it's a logistical nightmare. I really wasn't prepared to put on an entire show, channel, slash, all this bullshit. But we're working on it,
Oh yeah,
and we're kicking ass.
it's the beauty of the internet. You got some good shit to say. You got the technology and the ability to do it now.
I got six cameras and five microphones.
There you go. That's all you need.
That's all I need. And a pewter. A bad, badass pewter.
Damn right. Broadcast of the world. So obviously, Ned, we talk a lot about weed here. It's kind of the gimmick we got going on. We ask our guests about a lot of weed questions. Of course, they love cannabis. We love cannabis. We all love Mary Jane, obviously. And I know for you, Ned, you're kind of an older gentleman, and this may be going back a little bit. But can you remember anything about the first time you got high, how it went down, if you got high, what were the circumstances, all that stuff?
I believe the first time I got high was in the womb. My mother was addicted to opioids. So pretty much I tripped balls until I came out of the womb. And then they wouldn't let my mom suckle me because she was a drug addict. But fortunately, the wet nurse was addicted to crack, and I have been high ever since.
And there you go. Speaking of
There you go.
other drugs, a lot of people you don't watch the show, they just do weed. I'm just mainly a weed person. But I know you've had some rather wild times in your life. When you're smoking weed, obviously there's a lot of different things you can combine with weed. I've only really done alcohol, some ecstasy or some acid or something like that. Is there anything for not the youngsters, for the perfectly legal adults out there that want to combine their recreational substances? What are some of the best things you can combine with Mary Jane?
I have found that there is not one chemical on earth that does not go well with cannabis.
Amen.
It's just you can't spoil it. You can't ruin it. I mean, well, you can kind of ruin it, but it's not the cannabis fault. It's the other shitty drugs. I mean, you can add cannabis at any time. It's not going to make the situation worse. Ever.
Indeed. I agree. Unless it's something you take something that makes you pass out, then you can't enjoy the cannabis part. And that's a shame. But you should wake up fine,
It's
hopefully.
always a shame. Nobody dies from cannabis. Let's get real.
That's right.
If they did, they'd be on
Nice
front
long nap.
page news.
Indeed.
Did you hear about the vaping epidemic? Oh
I
my
did.
God, seven people have died. We must ban all vapes. But don't mind that 70,000 people a year die from opioids. That's okay. Don't even talk about that shit. The seven people that died from vapes.
Hey, the government's on the case. It's like everything's in good hands. The FDA is on the case. They, I'm told that they know what they're doing and that we're all safe because of them. You know, I don't see it
I mean,
much, but
I don't like to quote. I don't like to quote Ronald Reagan, because he was a big douchebag. But he said 10 great words. He quoted someone as saying, "The 10 worst words you can ever hear are, 'I'm here from the government and I'm here to help.'" And it's pretty
indeed,
much true. I mean, 'cause they're just gonna fuck you over. Just
it's
ask the
usually the
people in
plan.
Puerto Rico, and the people up there in the Panhandle of Florida. They're getting fucked.
It's what the government does best. Bend over and grab your ankles.
Fuck you and me. That's why the NSA is monitoring this show as we speak. I'm on the watch list.
Oh yeah, whoever's monitoring this right now, how's it going? Should be home
We're looking.
fucking your
We're
wife or
looking for.
jacking off or something
We're
instead of
looking
doing
for
this.
jobs. Hire us. We can be government pawns. We don't give a shit. Just show us some money. Show us
I'll
some
watch
money.
shows. I'll shows people doing nefarious shenanigans and various bits of tomfoolery on the internet. And absolutely,
It's got to be a good gig.
that's what I do. So Ned, obviously, if you're a cannabis user, there's a lot of different strain names. There's God's pussy and green crack and things of that nature. Has anyone approached you about a strain name, or would any good strain names fit for you? Say someone did approach you and say, "Hey Ned, we got this kick-ass weed strain. It reminds us of Ned." You took it. You agree. You're like, "Well, call it this." What would they call it?
I did develop my own strain actually, out in the back, in the barn, and I named it. It's Garnet's Green Gash because it just is so stanky, sir. It's so stanky. Oh my god!
This is nice.
It'll knock you off your feet.
Kind of stuff you can smell from 100 yards away.
Oh yeah, feds are out there all the time.
That's right. You got to watch that shit. That's for sure. You always got to watch the feds, no matter what you're doing. So,
Still federally illegal in all 50 states
absolutely.
for
Still
some
outlaws for a little bit, but
perverse
soon.
reason. It's obviously a scam perpetrated by the government to keep hemp illegal. We're on to you.
That's right. Fucking Hearst and Anslinger and all those bastards. Fuck them. I don't care if it was 80 years ago. Still, fuck them.
Yeah, dig them up and fuck them.
That's right. If you can't fuck them while they're alive, fuck them while they're dead. Obviously, Ned, you broadcast, for people who don't know, from Florida, and there's medical marijuana in Florida. Have you gone through the long bullshit process of getting a medical marijuana card and all that stuff?
No, that's just the way the government's going to keep track of you, and they're going to fuck the weed up and put chemicals in it and some kind of mind control bullshit in it. I'm going to get my weed the same way I always get it. Either grow it or from the neighbor down the street who got some good bud from like Colombia and shit like that.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
that legal shit. Paying the government to smoke weed. What's the world coming to?
Absolutely.
Imagine having to get your fucking alcohol card. Fuck you.
That would be interesting.
I'm a grown man. I fucking should ingest what I want to ingest, motherfuckers.
Absolutely. You are a grown man, Ned. You're an older gentleman, as I mentioned. I don't want to, put you find a point on it or whatever. But obviously back in the day, weed was different. Today, there's just all kinds of shit. Besides the strain names, there's like all the different slang words that people use, and they say you can't say marijuana, and you can't say this word. Were there any great what was the slang that was used back in the day when it came to marijuana?
It was not a creative generation. I mean, it was just, you want to smoke some weed?
They're just happy to be
Re-
smoking.
Reefer, joint, pot, grass, all the classic cheesy names. That's what we had, man. We didn't have, Willy Wonka Kush and, green crack. We had weed and grass. With less THC, so you had to smoke a fucking shit ton of it.
Yeah, this is the day of the big joints or the big doobies, as they said.
Doobies, joints,
Hell yeah.
roach. I mean, remember the roach clips? Do they do that anymore?
I think so. I remember the big hemostats that they used for like births. People would bring them out, and they're like 3 feet
Oh
long, and you
yeah,
had to open them
man,
up and put the little roach on it, and
that's pretty
it was a whole,
badass.
yeah, oh
That's
yeah.
that's a baller deal.
Yep.
But I
Now
mean,
they got all kinds of like now you get a fucking vaporizer and you got an app on your smartphone and you're turning up the heat and there's all kinds of shit going on.
I don't see anybody with roach clips anymore. I ain't seen a roach clip in 25 years. What's going on?
People just don't know. They don't know the struggle, first of all, of how you keep your roaches, you would smoke it down as much as you can, or you would save the roaches to roll a joint later. People they don't get it. They don't get the crushing up of a pop can and putting the holes in it and smoking it that way.
They're all
Things used to be rough.
spoiled. They're just fucking vaping and volcanoing and edibling. There's no work involved. You can't appreciate weed unless you get your hands dirty. Get
Absolutely.
down in there and break it up. You lick
They
it
got
off.
they got big fucking like refrigerator looking things now. You push a couple buttons and it's supposed to grow your weed for you. You check in a couple months and you got weed.
It's a tragedy.
Crazy shit.
I mean, get your hands dirty.
That's right.
Hybrid a strain.
You got to
Just
show
gonna
love to the plant. You got to put in the work.
nurture it, and it will nurture you back.
Absolutely. Can't just put it in a fucking refrigerator and close the door. Some buttons.
Yeah, robots growing weed. What's the fucking world come to?
Indeed.
You can fuck your
So,
robots to grow your weed. Fucking pick your vegetables.
yeah, I can. There's
Are
you
you
can get like
are
driverless
you a
cars that bring you
robot
groceries
stoner,
and shit.
Jesus? I
Not that
think
I
you're
know
a
of.
robot.
But if I was, I guess I wouldn't know. I mean, I guess it would depend on my programming.
You're an automaton. I can spot them a mile away.
Hopefully, I'd be more successful.
Sent here to pump me for information. You won't get me, stoner Jesus.
That's right.
I'm way
Like
savvier than any fucking government robot,
might work in
masquerading
the
as a
NSA.
stoner Jesus.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But I said I would hope I could figure
Go
out how to be
ahead.
more succeful if I was artificial intelligence. But maybe not. Maybe they
Go
just program me
ahead.
to one level in life and
That's
that's
all.
it.
Yeah, I mean that's it, man. You can only go as far as they'll let you. It's a caste system.
Fuck
Now,
that.
why don't you
Now
pump
I'm
me
now I'm
for some more?
aware. Now I'm pissed off.
Oh, you see, I've made you aware.
I've
That's
woken
how it
up.
starts. The robot machines will take over now, and you will lead them, stoner Jesus.
I hope. I mean, if I gotta be a fucking robot, I'm hoping I'm leading an army, not one of them dickheads in the back.
Why
That
don't
would
you go
suck.
ahead and pump me for some more information, robot stoner Jesus?
I did want to ask you about the younger folks because people growing up now, they're the kind of comedy they see, the kind of shit they see, the safe spaces, the triggering, all that bullshit. What kind of advice do you have for people who are young, who are growing up in this world, and they're all not going to become, robots themselves in the sense that everyone has, one opinion and we're doing one thing and we all laugh at one joke and things like that. What do you have to tell? What can you tell young people about navigating
Oh,
this world?
I would tell them that it's hopeless. They have no future. I would say just you might as well continue on the path you're continuing because you're just lemmings and you are weak and you will be picked off in the near future by whoever wants to go on top. That's how it's going to be. And then I could tell them, put down your smartphones and live life, enjoy life before the government sucks the last dollar out of this fucking country. Quit wasting your time on your smartphone. Go out and fucking play some softball or go to a bar or fucking play in a rock band. Fucking live life, assholes.
That's
Quit
right.
looking at a fucking screen like a
Do some
douchebag.
drugs.
Do some
Get out there,
fucking drugs, man.
get into a bar fight and that kind of shit. Live a little. Many a wise person once said, maybe or several, you really haven't lived life until you've been punched in the face, and maybe that's true. I don't know. Not
I think it's true. I think it's true. You have to experience all facets of life, kicking ass and getting your ass kicked.
hell yeah. So go out like
We're,
Fight
we're
Club. Go out
so,
and start a fight for no reason.
such prophecy. We're like prophets, robot stoner Jesus.
That's right. Maybe they program me with that. I wouldn't know. I don't know. Now I'm all messed up.
I've made you question your entire existence. They will come shut you down shortly.
Now, fuck that.
You can pull
Leave me
your
alone.
battery pack out.
Now I
That
know they're
butt,
coming.
they're gonna pull that butt plug out of your ass. It just doubles as a battery pack.
That'd be a good place for it. Efficient system. So here at the show, Ned, I've ripped off many, many bits from other people, as much as I
Of
can,
course.
as a matter of fact. But
Why not? Why not? Why not?
one of them, of course, being Fuck, Marry, Kill, which has been done on every single radio show that's ever existed, especially any show that's been on in the morning, usually. And so it wasn't a blatant rip-off. I added a little something to it. We call it Fuck, Marry, Kill, and Method of Killing. So basically the person you're going to kill, you'd also figure out how you would kill them. And hopefully it's entertaining. Who knows? It really doesn't matter, at least for that person, because they are dead. We're going back in the day a little bit. Because you're an older gentleman, as I've mentioned probably way too many times at this point, for some of the hotter ladies back in your day. And I know there was a lot of them. But specifically,
the glory days.
Absolutely. And real women. Not plastic, fucking
Not at
Snapchat
all.
bullshit. So the three that we're
Becky.
doing tonight, figuratively at least,
Lay it on me. Lay it.
Raquel Welch, Marilyn Monroe, and Sally Field. Fuck, Marry, Kill, and Method of Killing. What are your thoughts, Ned?
Raquel Welch, Marilyn Monroe, and Sally Field.
Indeed. Try to get a variety.
Let's see. I mean, obviously, I would fuck Sally Fields because she's a fucking freak. Everyone knows she's fucking flying nun bullshit. She probably wear a habit while I was nailing her.
Nice.
And then I would have to kill her as well because I'm not having any Sally Field googly-eyed baby walking around here. I'm telling you that fucking right now. And then I would, and my method would be strangulation. I prefer to do things up and close and personal. I'm that kind of old school gentleman. And then I would take Raquel Welch and Marilyn Monroe and sew them to my asshole in a human centipede kind of deal. What were we talking about?
Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Kind of got. Oh,
Method
geez, I
of
got
killing.
lost. I don't know. I think I hope I answered your question, Stoner Jesus.
Absolutely. I would agree. I'll agree with that. I will accept that verdict. Ned, as I said, every Saturday night, twitch.tv/clusterf show, Ned After Dark, all kinds of shit going on, 9:30 Eastern Saturday nights. Also, a lot of other shows on
It's
Cluster F
off the
Show.
fucking chain. Off the chain, Stoner Jesus.
That's right. You don't want to miss it. A legend,
Right, man.
broadcasting legend, one Mr. Nedley Mandingo. Ned,
Take care.
thank you for being on the
Later.
show. Have a good night.
My pleasure.